Good morning.
How are you, sir?
Morning, Usman.
Nice to see you dressed up. My hands are very cold, you know.
Okay. Not colder than mine. I was here before you.
You're a very brave man, huh? How are you?
Good, how are you?
Okay, good. How are you, sir?
I'm golden. Life is beautiful.
That's good, good. I haven't seen you before. It's the first time, maybe.
I'd say the majority of people on earth haven't seen me before. So
oh, right.
So there we are.
Right. Okay. You see, there's so many people on the earth, so we can't all see each other. Like, you know, even sometimes when, you know, Speaker's Corner is very busy, there are lots of people. Even then, sometimes people come, but maybe next time they come, somebody sees them, like me, they ask, oh, is this the first time you're here? You know, I mean,
they look familiar.
There we are. So, in other words, on the earth today, beautiful earth today, there's people everywhere, in the north, in the south, in the east, in the west, you know, more than 7.6 billion human beings. Can you imagine? North America, South America, Europe, Africa, Asia, Australasia, everywhere. You know.
So the big question is, what is the best way to organise all these millions of people? Or should we just leave the people of the world just do their own thing?
You've only got one sentence to answer that, though.
Well, Speaker's Corner, Speaker's Corner, if you give me one sentence, in 1 minute, half a minute, we'll be finished and go home. So Speaker's Corner is from the morning till maybe 1 a.m., 1 a.m.
It's 24 hours actually.
Yes,
yeah, it's 24 hours.
So as long as you, I mean, mostly after 2 o'clock, you know, who is here. Yeah. You know, I mean, mostly around, let's say, I've seen people coming here about 9 o'clock, you know, even 9 o'clock. And there are, but mostly around, let's say, 10 o'clock, I come, or 10:15, you know. And this is the time when people start coming. Mostly they are tourists, and I keep on mentioning this. And I think you're tourists, you're welcome. You know, you are the, let me say, the champions on Sunday.
How do you know they're tourists? You haven't asked them yet.
Well, I just guess, you know, I'm
Denmark, okay.
Yeah, Denmark, from Copenhagen. Hey, see?
Whoa! Whoa!
Well, you see, no. I won't say I'm very clever. I'll just say I'm an old man.
Right,
so sometimes when I guess, the guess is right. Anyway, you're welcome. As I said, you know, earlier on, around this time, it's mostly the people from abroad. You know, like you're from beautiful Denmark, we have people from Austria, Germany, Holland, Belgium, you know, Norway, so many countries in Europe, you know. And well, at the moment, 28 of them are in the EU. And if our Great Britain goes out of it, then we'll have 27 now.
We'll miss you.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm for staying.
You are?
You know, yes, I am. So
I'm for leaving.
You're for leaving as well?
Yes, I mean naturally.
We're not going anywhere. We can't move together.
No, I like to stay.
To work together and treat together.
Yeah, you know, I like to stay in a crowd. So when we are all together, like this is Europe. In Europe, I have seen one YouTube, you know, figures that there are 50 countries in Europe. 50 countries in Europe. One YouTube I've seen, it says there are 45 countries in Europe. But anyway, they are in Europe, okay, maybe different languages, but they are Europeans from Europe. So it's a good idea to be united. So when you are in the economic union, you know, then, you know, in the European Union, then at the moment there are 28 countries, and there are still some countries which are waiting to join. Well, this beautiful United Kingdom, we still don't know whether we'll be leaving or we'll be staying. But anyway, people have their own choices, and yes, I mean, we are all human beings. Okay, if I say, okay, we were talking about Europe, but it doesn't matter which continent we come from, which country we come from. We are all human beings. As human beings, we need to respect each other. We need to listen to each other. We need to, you know, help each other. We need to, you know, speak to each other. What's that?
Care for each other.
We need to care for each other. Very nice, you know, especially in hospital, thing like that, you know, or we have carers as well. Sometimes when people reach old age, or maybe they are not able to live life by themselves, they are carers. So care is a very important word as well. You know, we need to care for them.
Do you think identity is important as well?
I think identity is important, but you can have your identity and still be in a community.
Right. Yes, you're right.
I have my identity, but that doesn't matter that I want to isolate myself. I want to meet other people, but it doesn't mean that I don't have my own identity.
Yes.
You want to preserve your Danish identity though?
Not necessarily my Danish identity, but my identity. But it's.
Well, what's your identity without Danish identity? You said you're from Denmark, but you don't see yourself as Danish, or you don't care.
I see myself as Danish. I care that I'm Danish, but it's not necessarily so that I can only be with Danes and only interact with Danes.
Right.
Definitely, I want to interact with them.
I've just come back from
That's
Denmark.
why you're in the...
You just come back from Denmark?
I have, yeah. Well, I was in Denmark this time last week.
Oh.
I was in Denmark, then I went I went from Copenhagen up to Stockholm and then across Kosovo. So I'm back today.
Oh.
I work with a band, you know.
Yeah.
So I've done a tour. It's been out 5 weeks. It's an American singer called Melissa Etheridge. I've just been out 5 weeks with her. Just my last show in Oslo on Wednesday. Yes, that's right.
I think I know.
She's American.
Yes.
Yeah,
So this, you know, coming...
yeah, it's very expensive drinking out
Yeah,
there.
I'm sorry. The beer is very expensive, I know. We've heard complaints before.
You know,
Oslo.
coming back
Are you
to
for
the
Brexit? Are you for
identity.
Brexit?
Yeah.
Are you British?
I am, yeah.
English?
English.
Okay, English.
Yeah.
So English, Denmark. Okay.
Yeah. And
Are you for Brexit?
I am.
So you're on my side.
I am.
Okay. Okay. So it's us against them then.
Yeah.
All
We'll
right.
have to
I'm
leave
on
you.
your
Our
side as
famous
well,
leader.
Oh, you're right. Come over here then. Come over here.
Okay.
You're right. Come on. What are you going to say? Come on. Come on.
I've just come back from North.
But that's not
I've just
how it
been
should
in
be,
Norway.
right?
Why?
It's not
Why?
you on one side
No,
and
of
us
course
on the
not.
other side.
I've just
Well, come over on this side then.
Now you see, they are...
Brexit. Brexit.
No,
Yes. We're from Norway.
and they're not in the EU.
Right.
And they're doing
Hear that?
okay.
Hear that? Good.
They're doing good.
We'll
Good.
have to leave you.
No,
Are you running away?
So, yes, we're going home.
I'll say
We'll miss you.
Yes, we hope we'll be back.
Do you ever get up to Norway?
Yes.
Yeah.
They're doing very well. They're not in the EU.
No.
That's right.
But they
Learn.
have a very strong connection.
Good. Good. That's right. That's right.
Switzerland. They're doing great.
They have a great deal with the EU.
Yeah, well, we can have a great deal.
Exactly.
It remains to be seen, doesn't it?
But I think, you know, we are the winners. You know why? I think we are the winners. You know why? Because look, one thing. These three are British. Okay? You ladies are from Denmark. I am also British. So in other words, here we have you from Denmark. I am from United Kingdom. I am for this country staying in. Okay?
No.
These three gentlemen, they are British.
No, I'm not
and
British.
They are for this
He is
country
British.
to leave. Now, let me
I-
point out.
right. He's
you know,
English.
Okay, you know,
Yorkshire.
Exactly.
we are.
Right.
Okay, you know, we are a part of the world which is called democratic. Now, I mentioned in Europe there are less than 50 countries, or sometimes 55 countries. Now, if there are 50 countries in Europe, or if there are 50 countries in Europe, or 45 countries in Europe, and 28 of them at the moment are in the EU, that means democratically the majority of Europeans, they are united within the European common
I'm
market.
sure they'll get on all right
Union.
without us.
Okay.
I'm sure the rest of them will get on okay.
Enjoy the rest of your
Okay,
Sunday.
have a nice day.
We're going to sort out Denmark. Don't worry. We'll sort it out for you.
How was that?